All right, I've looked over everything, unpacked everything, and gave it a once over, and I think I know what I'm going to be doing-ish. Okay, I am gonna cook this rice in the rice cooker with a couple of knobs of ginger in it and some of the horchata beer, because that is a rice lactose fermented beer. I'm gonna give us a little. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Can I see what the beer is?
Yeah.
Or chata. Oh, I don't think I was realizing how to spell it. Okay.
And that will give the rice a really nice flavor. I'm gonna make a sauce out of the white wine, and I'm gonna reduce the pineapple soda, might add a little bit of the horchata beer into that, and I'm going to add bacon fat and or butter. Not really sure on that one yet. I'm gonna roast off the bacon in the oven. I love baking bacon in the oven as opposed to doing it in a saute pan. It gets it really nice and crispy, and you get to drain off all that bacon fat and save it. Always save your bacon fat. Always keep it in a jar. Be great. So I'm going to deglaze the pan after I brown the chicken with a little bit of the white wine. We covered deglazing. We'll do that again. I will do a stir fry with the peppers and the citrus to go over the rice, and the asparagus and the capers are going to be a really nice side veg. I'm thinking of charring the asparagus so I get a nice smoky flavor on them, and then we're going to fry these capers to be nice and crispy on top. You get a nice salty bite, and we're going to make it all come together. It's going to be an awesome meal. We'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, we're back. I prepped up a couple things, kind of got my head on straight on what I'm doing with all this crazy business. I got the bacon going in the oven. It's roasting, and I am going to brown the chicken in this skillet. I think I'm
Can I ask a question about the bacon?
Yeah.
So you put the bacon on a flat pan with your little rubber silicone thing.
Yep.
And how much do you, because I think a lot of people don't bake bacon. I feel like it's the best way to make bacon.
Right.
So it's 450?
No. 350.
350.
I just do it at 350, and I do it till it's done. And the reason why there's no time limit on it is because bacon comes in all different thicknesses, and it's the thickness that will determine the cooking time of each slice. So if I need a reminder, I'll put a 10-minute time on there, and even the thinnest bacon probably won't be done in 10 minutes, probably be 15, but thicker bacon is 20 or maybe even 25, and then everybody likes their bacon a little different. I like that fat part on the tail end to be really nice and crispy. I like the pieces to be straight instead of all curled and crinkly.
Great. So if you haven't baked bacon, just do it.
Do it.
I learned it from this delightful chef. Okay, sorry, we're back in.
Stuff in the oven. Stuff in the pan. Bottle of oil. My stuff got moved around, yo. All right, we're gonna brown some chicken. The rice is in the rice cooker with a bit of the horchata beer and some healthy chunks of this ginger. I did hold some back because I didn't want it to become that super hot ginger flavor. So about 1 inch, that big around, of ginger in there cooking with the rice. So that'll give it some nice flavor. I drained off the liquid of the capers, and I kept it in this little glass because it's a very nice, salty, briny liquid that if we want to put some salt into something, it would bring a lot more complex flavor to the party. It's going to bring like that ocean sea salt brine flavor that I love. Right, now we're doing some chicken. Clean hands. I'm going to wash my hands after I handle the chicken. I promise. Opening this. Opening the drummies. Setting aside, letting my pan get warm. We're not. Washing hands real fast. Baby shark, baby shark.
Are you singing Baby Shark as you wash your hands?
That's my hand washing song. Now you know. Baby Shark. It's my hand washing song.
Ugh.
Seriously, I know. Okay. Where were we? Oh, right. Fabulous white wine. That's where we were.
That wine was delicious.
It's insane.
I can't pronounce it, but it was really good.
I can't even, yeah, but we will put it on the site. Get in there. Tongs. That's what I wanted. I'm like, it'll come to me. Who can pull tongs out of a drawer and not click them 3 times? Who is that person? I go, I'm like, yep, they work. Every time. You don't have to click the tongs. You don't have to click the tongs.
You want to pause?
We'll pause.
Okay.
Okay, we're back to real time. I got a bunch of things done in the interim. You can see it in the fast motion stuff that you just
Time lapse is what we
Time
call
lapse.
it in the industry.
My ace director, time lapse. That's what it's called. Okay, so I browned the chicken in the pan with just a little bit of oil on the bottom. It's now here on the plate, like that. I finished the bacon in the oven. I saved the pan. I drained off most of the fat, but I saved the pan as is. I blanched the top parts of the pretty parts of the asparagus.
Can you tell me what blanched means?
Blanched means boil it for like a minute.
Okay.
That's it. And then take it out and put it on the pan. Put it on the sheet tray with the bacon fat, because hi.
Hold on a second. Skycam's coming in. So you put the bacon in boiling water for a couple minutes, and now you're putting them on the sheet pan that had bacon juice on it.
Right. The bacon was cooked on this sheet tray. I am going to hopefully char the asparagus on this sheet tray, and I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of bacon fat across it. It's not a vegan dish today. Sorry, kids. I'm turning that water off now because I don't need it. There it is. The stems, I cut off the super woody parts on the end, and then the next section that I cut off on the asparagus is sort of woody and not as delicious, not as tender. I blanched that first for 2 minutes, and then I put it in the Vitamix and I pureed it.
And we do have some time-lapse photography of
Yeah, it
that.
looks like
And
that.
I wish you guys could smell this. It smells like asparagus times 20.
So I'm going to take this puree at the end, and I am going to mix it with some sour cream, and we're going to make, I'm going to call it an asparagus mousse. It's not a mousse. Save your emails. I know it's not a mousse, but we're going to make that as a nice finishing touch on the dish. Okay, now we have this pan that our chicken was done in. We're going to pour off a little bit of that fat because we don't want all of it, but we want all of those crispy bits in there. See those? We want those.
And this is going to be you deglazing the pan again.
Yep.
That's a new concept for me.
Putting a little bit back in, I'm not gonna lie. Poured too much out. All right, that's good. Okay. This. Emerald called these gramines. Those are tasty things. Splash of wine, my favorite thing to deglaze with.
Not too much. That's good wine.
I know, right?
Mama likes to drink that special wine juice.
Oh my God. I know it's hot. I got noises. Good sign. I got bubbles. And now, I couldn't scrape those off with the tongs. I go in with the whisk, they're coming off. Because the wine's making them come off.
How do you feel about using the wooden spoon with that?
The scrapey noises.
My hobby horse as the video director is too many scrapey noises make me feel like fingers on a chalkboard. Oh, that's looking good.
Yeah.
We're gonna do sky cam on that.
Sorry, clumped it. Now I want to put in. Oh, I drink that beer. What's the matter with me? A little bit of a horchata in there. Just a little. A little bit of liquid in there. Wooden spoon.
Wooden spoon, that's only the director's inclination. You can use whatever spoon you want.
Smells really good. Smells really good.
And it's amazing, it went from being totally stuck to the bottom of the pan to not at all.
It's the whole water soluble, fat soluble thing going on.
Do you have to use alcohol to deglaze?
No, you have to use something water soluble.
Okay.
So you could use a juice, you could use water. You could use, I want to say a vinegar, but that's for a different thing. Yeah, smooth, nice clean pan. Then, I'm going to reduce the heat. Gonna add some butter and start whisking our butts up. Oh, I do need to whisk.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm not going to be annoyed by things that you have to do.
Cutting off some knobs of butter that I can grab and add as I whisk. Yep.
This is the happy dance.
Oh, hell yeah. In the pool, kids. So again, on just low heat, just incorporating the butter, one chunky pat at a time. Dang it. Oh. It's like my fantasy toothpaste flavor. Holy moly.
Toothpaste flavor of chicken fat, wine, and butter.
What's not to love?
I feel like there's a market opening there that you've just identified.
I'm telling you. My first one was white truffle. I couldn't get any backers for that one. But it's out there.
So what are you going to do after this?
I am going to put my asparagus in the oven in with the bacon fat. And I'm just going to drizzle some more on. Watch this. Whoop.
So that's just the drippings from the chicken pan.
And the bacon.
And the bacon.
Them. They're going to be fine.
And how hot's your oven?
Still at 350. If I had time to exclusively pay attention to that, I'd put it under the broiler and char it, but I would just totally burn it because I get easily distracted. So here we are. So we're incorporating the butter. Sauce is not broken. Smells amazing.
It does. I can attest to that.
That's gonna go on the chicken. And we're gonna take the peppers that we chopped up and the bacon, and we're gonna make a stir fry out of that with a pineapple glaze. And it's going over our rice that we made with the beer, ginger, and a tiny bit of the pineapple soda. So that's where we're at. We're almost there. I'm gonna come back in a couple minutes and plate it all together.
Woo!
Okay, in the time-lapse video, we just added the asparagus puree to the sour cream. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt to that right now. So it's a little boost, but it does smell and taste delicious. Just a pinch, you know. Now I'm going to stir fry my peppers in this pan here. And we're gonna fry the capers. Capers are gonna get really angry. Don't worry, we're gonna do this together. I'm gonna show you how the safe way to do it. I'm done with the asparagus tops. They're in the oven getting down with their bad bacony selves. asparagus mousse waiting. Capers, turning on their little oil. Pan. Stir fry happening. Need a little more olive oil because we just took out that sauce, which was
amazing. I'm sorry, that was really loud. It was really good.
I made her try it.
It was really good. It is got a lot of zing to it because the wine and the beer is in it. It wasn't at all what I was expecting because I was expecting something totally savory, chickeny.
Yeah, it's pretty.
But
complex.
with the wine and the beer, like it just gave you like this weird little effervescence that was delightful.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. Okay, the lemon is going to go over the asparagus dish. The lime is going to go over our stir fry part. We have our seasoned rice behind us. We're going to all plate this up. I'm going to start stir frying. Let's do the capers. Let's fry the capers because that's kind of a intimidating thing to do. These are full of water. Water and oil don't like each other very much. When we put these into the hot oil, they're going to get angry.
And you don't have them in a fry pan. Will you show us what pan you're planning on
I
putting them
wouldn't
in?
fry them in a fry pan. I would fry them low oil, just covers, you want to cover the caper berries with the oil. You don't need to go any deeper than that. And have a high-sided pot. And then you can throw them in and they can get down and dirty with their bad selves, and then you don't have them shooting all kinds of spitty brine stuff all over the place because they're just mad little buggers.
All right.
I can relate. I'm gonna grab my split screen, maybe. There's a split screen and a split screen. Got some mileage out of this guy today, just in case we need it. Can you hear me there?
You can. So just enough oil to cover them.
Yeah. We'll let those. They will float when they're done. Not very deep. Someone watch it. Still letting go of a lot of water, but they're gonna be so much tastier. When people tell you they don't like capers, you probably haven't had fried capers.
All right.
Fried capers are amazing. So a little stock pot, way to go, for a little jar of capers. I did save the liquid. I saved it in a little glass that we could send it down to Melissa and maybe she'll make a cocktail out of it.
And how do you know when they're done?
They do float and they do turn a little bit of a toasty brown.
Okay.
Brownish green from their olive green color. And you hear all the noise that's now starting to go down.
Yep.
That's your sign that they are giving up all of their water and they are now just getting a little bit crispy. And then we're going to scoop them out and put them on a plate like the bacon with paper towel down. You can cut if you want. We'll save some time.
All right, we're going to pause.
Pause. So we strained the capers after I found something to strain them with, and I said, some kids are dicks, because they stick to the bottom. And you're like, God damn it. Get in the dish, yo. Okay, so we got our caper oil. I'm actually going to save that too, because that has a lot of flavor in it for, like, if you're going to saute a side of fish, using the caper oil is an amazing way to go. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to save it. Putting these things in the sink, we're going to get our stir fry on. Okay, we're in the home stretch. It's all coming together. I'm going to saute the red pepper and the yellow pepper, and I have a lot of things that are already done. The asparagus that roasted in the oven on the bacon fat, the fried capers, our bacon, the chicken is brown. I have my beurre blanc made with the beer and a splash of the pineapple soda. And I have my pureed asparagus in the sour cream, which is making a mousse. Don't send me any text, I know it's not a mousse. And I have my rice that we did in the horchata beer and a little bit of a splash of the pineapple, huge hunks of ginger in the steamer, and that smells amazing. I'm gonna start stir frying this. I'm gonna cut a lime.
And we're gonna pause for a second. We'll come back.
All right, here we are. We plated it up. We got all the way through to the end. We have rice made with the pineapple
Tip
soda
it up a little so we can see.
and the horchata beer and hunks of ginger that we cooked the rice in. We did our asparagus a couple of different ways. I cut off the ends of the woody stems and tossed those out. The next dense part of the woody stem, I blanched and then pureed, and it became the sauce with the sour cream on the bottom. I fried capers to go over the top. The beautiful stems of the asparagus were done on the sheet tray with the bacon fat. Roasted that in the oven after I blanched it for a minute. Browned the chicken in a pan, and then out of the sauce I made this really amazing beurre blanc out of that incredible white wine from France that we have. And also added, what did I add to that?
I don't remember, but it was awesome.
It was good.
It was awesome sauce.
I'll put it in the notes.
That's what I'm calling.
Awesome sauce. And then we did a stir fry with the peppers and the bacon that I'd roasted off in the oven. I put lime on the stir fry, and I put lemon in the beurre blanc. I think I got all of our ingredients.
I will verify as the only judge present that chef did indeed get all the ingredients. And I'm going to eat a plate of that.
She is. She's my one and only judge that's home right now. So, and as she always gets to eat. Anyway, thanks for doing this with me today. This was incredible. This was amazing. I love it. Tomorrow it's going to be super simple. It's a 3-ingredient dish, and it's also one of my secret sauces. You're not going to want to miss this because it's one of my ace cards that I keep close to my heart, and I don't give this away too easily. I'm giving it away tomorrow. So if you snooze, you lose. See you tomorrow, maybe.